Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ironman Skyrim. Just last time I had finished going through Bleak Falls Barrow again to pick up a book that it turns out I had in my inventory the whole time, which means that this quest is probably perma-broken. But that's not a big deal. Whoa, God! Was that a dragon? That's a dragon. Yep, okay, that's great. Step 1 in any dragon encounter, I've got to find myself some cover. Any cover. Okay, here's some cover. I guess step 2 in this case is to clear spiders out of cover, which is a band name. It should be Spiders in Cover. So my frame rate starts dropping, but it turns out to not be that big of a deal because this is just a regular old vanilla dragon, which I figured I would be too high of a level to actually fight at this point, but they just send one at me anyway. Stenvar, you could have taken care of that, huh? Look at you, you're such a badass. You look like you belong on the front of a metal album cover. Anyway, so I'm doing this sort of quest arc I have set up. The first one is Ilinada's Deep. Ilinada, I think is how it's pronounced. Anyway, I'm here to pick up Azura's Star from Malin Varen, I think is his name. And this dungeon is one of the, 4 possibilities, right? There's Dwarven ruins, Nordic ruins, ruined fortresses, and caves, and that's all we've got. So I'm a high enough sneak now that most of these people are taken out without too much issue, and it's really quite nice because these arch necromancers are just tough people to fight. Especially when they glitch like that. That was rather amazing. But hey, so long as I stay in the darkness and I just keep shooting fireballs, they are no problem at all. I'm remarkably, I'm a little impressed. That was pretty nice. So up here at the top of the stairs, I think I'm going to be fighting Malin Varen. Let's do this, oh. Okie dokie then. There is no boss fight. There's the star. There is Malin Varen. I'm going to take that. And now I'm going to head on over. Like I said, I can't get that book in Bleak Falls Barrow. That's just broken. So I'm going to come up here and do all these quests on the way to Karthspire, and then I will continue on the main storyline. Now I keep thinking that I hear a dragon while I'm walking over, and it doesn't help that I've been attacked a couple of times this episode. But I finally make it to Moss Mother Cavern, where I'm helping Valder, sort of avenge his fallen comrades in the cave here. This is one of Falkreath's mission, but right as I'm talking to him, boom! Surprise Boethia cultist. Boethia? I don't know. So I'm fighting him, and I kill Stenvar! Even though I'm still not entirely sure how that works, and then I also kill what's-his-face, Valder or whatever, so this was a bad mission. This was not a good time, and I don't even know what happened to this dude. I mean, is he gone? So, I mean, I guess, is there even any point to go into the cave? I guess I might as well, although the mission's over. I didn't manage to finish the conversation with him, and he's just dead, so I just come in here and I kill some Spriggans, and I don't even know why, honestly. It's just for fun. So I'm severely overburdened now because I have to pick up all of Stenvar's gear. Tragedy. So I come back to Whiterun for 2 purposes. The first is I hired Janessa, and she's going to be my brand new follower. 4th time's the charm, Janessa? Yeah, it totally is. And then I sell all of this extra garbage I'm carrying around, which is nice because I was getting overburdened anyway. So I decide, screw it, I'm just gonna walk. Along the way, I find this Thalmor delegation carting this prisoner away, and you know what? Screw you, Thalmor, I'm gonna save this prison. Oh, shit. Well, that went pretty poorly. What's more, I come over here after fighting the Thalmor Justicar, and I've ended up triggering Fort Greymore, so I'm stuck fighting them until the wee hours of the night. At which point I decide, I don't even care anymore. I'm just getting out of here. Now, you might realize that the trouble with walking around in the dark is if I'm attacked by a dragon, I'm probably pretty boned. And of course, no sooner am I starting to panic because of the darkness, than do I actually hear a dragon calling me. No, get me out of here. So I just see, I don't even know what it is until I reach it, but Bloated Man's Grotto, I am jumping in here until morning. So after a quick wait until it is bright and sunny outside, and I come to see if, yep, the dragon's still flying around, okay. Alright, dragon, let's do this. Now, with visibility improved, it's really just as easy as finding a solid wall of rock to put between me and Volzhatnak here. And I find out that I actually can get sneak attacks against dragons, which is pretty interesting. So, with a little bit of cover and a lot of magic, and a little bit of luck, it is easy enough to kill a dragon. So, make that dragon number 2 in this episode that I took down. His most lasting effect is he seems to have messed up my vision somehow. That is a gigantic carcass. What is that, a mud crab? And another dragon, okay. Sure. Whatever. So, on the way to Karthspire, I'm coming over to finish this quest for, the goddess Mara to reunite the 2 dead lovers, if you even remember what that was about. So, she tells me that her husband is missing and I'm supposed to find him, but right now I have more important things to worry about. This dragon is going to pop out of the burial mound any minute. Any second now. Okay? I guess not. Alduin, you should have finished the shout. So, I let the Alakir know where Sahara, or whatever her name is, in Whiterun. I don't even remember anymore. I just let them know that she's in Whiterun, and then I turn around to see that the dragon popped out of the ground after all. And I guess I have to fight it. I am the Dragonborn after all. It couldn't have popped out, of course, while I was here. So no, it can't. So, this is at least a higher level dragon, which is nice. That's the skin they gave him anyway. But even so, he's on the ground chewing at some Whiterun guards, and so I just blast him from behind a building. Cover, man, it saves everything. Okay, so I have one final errand to run here. Up in Swindler's Den, there's an amulet for one of the Khajiit traders that's lost. Let me tell you something. This is one of the buggiest dungeons I know of. I honestly have no idea why, but this is like one of the highest level places ever, and as you can tell, you walk in and pretty much everyone knows you're there instantaneously, and this time I got lucky. They just all got stuck in one spot, so I can grab the amulet without too much trouble, and then I can head on to do my final bit, which is finding Fenrig, who is the dead lover of the ghost I was talking to earlier. So somewhere over here is... Oh, come on! Another dragon. This is dragon number 4, ladies and gentlemen, in one episode. This is ridiculous. Okay, so it's a frost dragon. I haven't fought one of these before. And it comes to my attention that I really don't have any good cover, so I figure I will just hang out right at the entrance to Swindler's Den, and if it gets too bad, I will pop back into the dungeon. And I should be fine. That did not bolster my confidence, him turning to breathe frost at me, so I take cover in the rocks here, and just try to bomb him from afar. Now this is unedited footage, and honestly, I've done a couple of tests, and this should not have killed me. If you want to say that this is the end of my Ironman Skyrim playthrough, so be it, but I was under fire for about half a second, and I think the game counted me as being continually hit with frost damage while I'm traveling. So I say no, screw that, and I pop back outside, and this time, knowing that I'm going to find no solace in Swindler's Den, I decide to find some real cover no matter how hard it is. Come on, Wolf, have some priorities, man. Well, I run off into this patch of trees here, and with proper cover behind a gigantic stump, the Frost Dragon is just, as usual in Dragon's fights, a war of attrition. So, I get a little bit of revenge, but like I said, if you want, this is the end of the video series, I suppose, but I'm going to keep going because that was, in my opinion, a glitch. I don't think that would be the case. That just seems kind of ridiculous. But I eventually make it over to Fenrig here. I let him know his wife is looking for him, and then I reunite the dead lovers, and everything is good.
I came to find you.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so I fast travel back to Whiterun, where I am going to fortify myself, recollect my thoughts, and then head on back over to Markarth so I can travel to the Karthspire. Thanks everyone for watching this episode. Like I said, I don't consider that a legitimate death, but I thought I should show you just so you know that it did happen. Thanks everyone for watching.